বর্ধমান ইউনিভার্সিটির আন্ডারে বিএ থার্ড সেমিস্টার ইংলিশ অনার্সে 2019 সালে CC6 পেপারে যে সমস্ত প্রশ্ন এসেছিল, 2 নম্বরের 10টি প্রশ্ন এসেছিল। প্রশ্নগুলি হলো: প্রথম প্রশ্ন, নেম দ্য ক্যারেক্টার ইন আগাথা ক্রিস্টিজ নভেল দ্য মার্ডার অফ রজার অ্যাক্রয়েড। হোয়াট ইজ হিজ ইউনিকনেস? Who dies first and who dies last in the murder of Roger Ackroyd? 3 নম্বর প্রশ্ন এসেছিল: Who are referred to as two victims of alcoholic excess in chapter 2 of Christie's novel in your syllabus? Name their spouses. 4 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: How is Mrs. Cecil Ackroyd related to Roger Ackroyd? 5 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: Who first saw Roger Ackroyd murdered? In what state was he found? 6 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: What made Dr. Shepherd think that his neighbors couldn't be a hairdresser after all? 7 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: I am rather pleased with myself as a writer. How does Dr. Shepherd substantiate this? 8 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: Why was Dr. Shepherd sure that Caroline would never know the truth? 9 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: What actually happened to Tintin when the captain rebuked him for his supposed sneezing after dinner at Hotel des Sommets? 10 নম্বর প্রশ্ন: What is Corten as referred to in Hergé's Tintin in Tibet? Next question: What in the cave near the site of the aeroplane crash assured Tintin that Chang had survived the accident? Next question: What were referred to as Sampa and Chang by the porters who accompanied Tintin and the captain to the site of the aeroplane crash? Next question: How is the creature that Tintin refers to as the abominable snowman known in Nepal and in Tibet? Next question: What were the gestures that the captain was greeted with by the children in the village of Charapbang? Next question: What reason did the captain give for his visiting Tintin at Charapbang village? 5 নম্বরে যে সমস্ত প্রশ্ন এসেছিল, প্রথম প্রশ্ন: What had been the gossip among the people in King's Abbot for a few years before the death of Mrs. Ferrars, as presented by the narrator in chapter 2 of The Murder of Roger Ackroyd? Next question: Who heard Ralph Patton talking secretly in the woods adjacent to the village, King's Abbot? Who was thought to be the other person with Ralph here? Who was the person really, and why was the secrecy maintained by them? Next question: What was the confession that Mrs. Ackroyd made to Dr. Shepherd? What was Dr. Shepherd's reaction? Next question: What did the newspaper report say about the Nepal air disaster? Next question: From which airport of Delhi were Tintin and the captain supposed to board for Kathmandu? What did they do in the 3 hours before that? How did the captain get into the taxi for the airport? Next question: What did blessed lightning in the monastery of Khor Byong see in his second vision when he came to return the yellow scarf? How was the vision explained by Grand Abbot in the monastery? 10 নম্বরে যে সমস্ত প্রশ্ন এসেছিল, প্রথম প্রশ্ন: Discuss the major themes in The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Or 2 number: Analyze the role and character of Dr. Shepherd in Agatha Christie's The Murder of Roger Ackroyd? 2 number question. Discuss how Alice's adventures in Wonderland were of both enchantment and frustration. Or discuss and comment on the narrative structure of Lewis Carroll's Alice Adventures in Wonderland. Question C. Discuss the themes of self-sufficiency and friendship in L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Discuss how the function of the different settings in L. Frank Baum's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Question D. What is graphic novel estimates Herd's Tintin in Tibet as a graphic novel? Or critically evaluate Chang's story as told to Tintin on the way back to the monastery of Corbion. এই সমস্ত প্রশ্নগুলো এসেছিল CC6-এ। আশা করি তোমাদের ভিডিওটা ভালো লেগেছে।